I can't believe he's gone. Now, before people think that I'm trying to cash in on Steve Jobs stuff, I wanted just to make this video just because Steve Jobs, of all the tech people, um, he was probably the one, like, there's Bill Gates and there's Richard Branson and all these people, but Steve Jobs was not only one tech revolutionary I respected but admired, and I am an Apple fanboy. And this video is just to give my thoughts, a little tribute and thanks to Steve Jobs, how much I miss him. And it's not about, this is just a video of my thoughts, and it's not about cash in and everything. There's no ads in this video anyway. Now with Steve Jobs, I people forget, or might not forget, he's been dealing with pancreatic cancer for years, for almost like, over half a decade at least. And the fact that, and what I also admire from even him dying, is that he reminds us that even in our dying days, we can do so much for this world. I look at Steve Jobs, and he is someone, I'm not trying to be a multi-billion-dollar revolutionary. I just want to, what I look at Steve Jobs, I look at someone that did what he loved and did something that really will be remembered. He didn't just go out there and make lots of money. He did stuff that people will remember for years to come. When I look at the iPad, the iPhone, I'm on, my MacBook and stuff and everything. I've been using Apple products, for at least since 2007, like, exclusively. I haven't even used the PC in years. I haven't used Windows in years. I've been watching every keynote for many years. And those, even watching the iPhone 4S announcement wasn't the same without Steve Jobs. Every keynote he hasn't done isn't really the same energy, and that's one thing. Steve Jobs, he did so much for us. He gave us iTunes, he gave us the iMac, he gave us the iPhone, the iPad, the MacBook, and so many things. He's the reason why Pixar is here today. We got great films like Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Bugs Life, like WALL-E, all those movies that we love. Yeah, he's the reason I'm on my iPad, and I can say, like, when we watch things like Star Trek or Jetsons and things back, and when we were young, and say, holy crap, can you imagine if those things were real? Well, look, what, thanks to this man, this is real. It's in my hand. The stuff that, like, from our touch, we can just do. And I have to give props to Steve Jobs, because I would never think holding this iPad in 2011, 2010, when I first got the first one, that I'd be like, holy crap, this is real. The future is now. Future is here. I think if Steve Jobs was still alive, he would have some reason why the hoverboard has come out. But this really breaks my heart. We knew that Steve Jobs wasn't going to live forever. We know he wasn't going to live that much longer with his health. But I was watching iJustine's video before I did this video, and it was heartbreaking. I know how much she loves Steve Jobs. I know how much all of us love Steve Jobs. Not just him as a person, but just his visionary, his genius, his ability to give us products and that were just revolutionary, that were just, stuff that we love, that was easy to use, that we can say this was the future, and it was now. I hope that in his death he has inspired so many more of us to go out there and just, even in the wake of death, to really just do stuff we love, do stuff that we do stuff that isn't just about money, just stuff that when we leave this world, people will remember us for trying to add something to this world that isn't just, the same thing, just like he used to say, think different, And it is hard because I'm surrounded by Apple products. I he was such a great man. I mean, he did so much. I mean, wow. And what more can I say? I'm sad he's gone, and I will always remember the influence he's made on the world and technology and everything. I mean, wow. And yeah, just please don't make this video into like any flame war or anything. I it's never been about me like PC versus Mac or anything like that. I just want remember Steve, and yeah, and he will be missed. And my live show I'm definitely gonna remember him. And anytime I do a podcast, and podcast was because of him. Podcast, just I'll miss you, Steve. You're a great man. Thank you, Steve Jobs.